quite digging this music, I'm not going to lie. It's quite catchy. Gets you rocking. How are we? Hello everybody, we're back again. Twice in one day. Something is definitely up, right? It is coming up. It's just past 11:30 PM here in the UK, and I thought it would be rude of me to not do a stream that was a nice US friendly time. I know this morning's was early for you guys, first thing in the morning, so I thought we'd throw one in now around about your tea time. Hopefully you will enjoy this. I'm going to remove the ticker from the stream just so you can see a bit more of the screen. I think it's important at the moment while we're getting a head around it. Hope we're all doing well. Hope we are all doing well. Sorry, I'm just jumping out to change a few settings. There's a lot of people not from the US who are staying up late for this as well, so I appreciate that. Thank you very much. We had 1,400 people concurrently on the live stream that we did earlier in the day. 1,400 people live. Absolutely insane stuff. Jacob, see the Aussies. It's a good time for the Aussies too. This is actually not a bad time for everybody other than us European lot. So we'll jump into it. We're going to stay with Elm Creek again, I think, for this one. We're going to play a little bit, I think, with the building tools this time, and we'll have a look at some of the production chains as well. Tomorrow, I think we'll spend a bit of time in France. So that should be good. GH Productions in Open. Hello, sir. How you doing? Nice to have you here. You're not a million miles away from me. You're far enough away. But yeah, this lunchtime stream was amazing. Never experienced anything like it. So we're going to go into Elm Creek here. You can see here we've got £22 million here. Does anybody not know the money cheat yet? Tyler, you can turn off seasons. Yes, very easily. It's one click button. Click. Brother, yes, Kirdak and I are planning to do a multiplayer live stream tomorrow, just to see what that's about. No idea. Right, so let's start then. I will show you how to do the money cheat. Now this works on console and PC. You don't need to change money in ML. You can do that if you want, brother, but this is an easy way. So basically, if you enter Korea, create a new game. So let's... it doesn't matter what you do it in. Let's do it in medium. Let's do it in Farm Manager. You get a bit more money for that. Select a map. Let's choose a different map just for variety. Let's go to Haut Beyleron. It is the same cleaf as it was on FS19, but for those who don't know how to do it, it's kind of handy. You know what? It's one of those things when you... particularly when you start out with a new game, you just want to try stuff, right? And I found it this afternoon. I was running out of money. Brother, that's it. Make a bunch of farms and then move it to single player. And you can rinse and you can repeat it as many times as you want. So let's load this in quickly and then we'll show you how to do it. I love these images, by the way. These kind of like, they're almost like paintings, aren't they? So let's just confirm our person. So there we go. We're into the map. All you need to do, you've got 1.5 million because we're in Farm Manager here, so we don't own anything. 1.5 million, and then straight away save the game and quit the game. Okay, and then what you do is go into multiplayer, create a game, select the game, save the single player game that you just saved, open it up very quickly. There we go. And what you do in here, create a farm, create another farm, basically create as many farms as you can, and you see every farm starts with 1.5 million, like so. There we go. Then we go back to save game and quit game. Now go back into Korea and go into your game save 2 here. There we go. 12 million. So we do that, and as soon as it loads in, it will give you a little message saying that it will merge all the money from those farms onto one farm. Well, it doesn't even tell us this time, but there we go. We've got 12 million in the bank. But you still can go into your save game and update your money that way as well if it's easier to do that. But like you see there, £12 million straight away. Very easy. Obviously, PC guys can update their XMLs. The console guys can't, so that is a way to get around it. Right, let's save that one. Actually, that'll come in handy tomorrow, actually. Now we've got that set up. But let's go back into our Elm Creek. So I did it twice on Elm Creek, and we got 22,000. So it's a nice one to have, right? It's a nice one to have up your sleeve. So tired, but want to watch. I hear you, Jacob. I'm the same. I've been out for a curry with my mates. I've had a catch up with my mates tonight. I had a rather nice curry, and timed it perfectly to be back here. So we have got 22 million. We do not have a farm. See, the farmhouse, it doesn't appear here. So we have got the run of the map. I'm going to drop it down to 1 times speed. In fact, no, I'm not. I'm going to run it at 5 times. We are on seasons. I've shrunk the HUD down as well. I thought the HUD was rather large when I was playing this afternoon. Look at these new textures. They're really nice. I've also dropped my brightness slightly as well. I've turned my brightness down a little bit from this afternoon. So, plans. What shall we do? We've got 22 million in the bank. We have got, let's see what's ready for harvest. Field 32 looks rather tasty. I like the look of that. It's near the shop. So I think we just buy that straight off the bat. I might buy field 31 as well. I wonder if we build our farm on there, actually. Or 34 and 33. Right, let's buy both of those as well. Okay, we've got ourselves a farm here. Did I buy that or not? There we go. And then we'll get some kit. So we can see now... how do you shrink the hub? The HUD. You basically do it in your main menu settings in the game before you go into a save game. You can do it in your main settings. Start from scratch. Right, let us... I have tried FS19 mods. They do not work. But that was just dropping them in completely the same. I changed FS19 at the front of them to FS22. But beyond that, I didn't do anything else. So, there's our shop. Let's visit that. So, no, I do think there's obviously a little bit of work that is required to make them happen. Can we go into any of these? No. Is there more equipment coming, or is this because we like the vouchers, only 2 vehicles, and I'm kind of disappointed? I'm sure they'll release some at some point. So we will see. It is running smooth as at 60 frames a second the whole time. Right, let's go shopping. Let's go shopping. What shall we get, chaps and chapesses? That field is ready to harvest, so I think we'll get ourselves a decent tractor. Let's get ourselves something nice for a grain cart. We will combine with the X9. Forestry equipment. We'll have a look at some forestry equipment. Yes, Gary, we'll try and do that as well. Jack Snow, potatoes are a bad word. I've actually won the lottery in the break. If only. If only. Right, let's do an 8RX, because I like this tractor. Let's go for the US version with the wide one. I wish there was a few more settings for this. A little bit disappointed we've only got one set of track options on the US version, which is a bit of a shame. Let's do some changes to this, shall we? 1, 2, 3, F, S, G. Now, I tell you, the only thing, something else I would like to see here is back only, is the fact that once you've put it onto a tractor, if you go to another tractor and buy another tractor, you have to type it in again. It would be nice if it saved the last option, wouldn't it? D-Town, how do I start my download for the PS4? It won't be released till Monday, D-Town, so you'll have to wait. You'll have to wait until Monday. It will go live in the store, and then you'll be able to access it. Right, let us buy this. Let us get a nice little auger wagon as well. Anything? The big Demco. It'll have to be this one, isn't it? It's going to have to be this one. Suppose we had better not do it in red, had we? If we've got a green tractor, we're asking for trouble there. Okay. Oh, that was not what I wanted to do. Great. Buy that. Somebody said they wanted the X9. Who was asking about sugarcane stuff? Let's have a quick look at the sugarcane stuff. Nope, we have just got the case still there, and cotton. We've in essence got the John Deere from the John Deere pack, and the case as per before as well. Harvesters. X9, or do we want the... I'm not going to go with that. Do you know why? Because they've only got small headers. The Landini Rex. Are we going to go for the X9? You might be sick on Monday. I like it, Chris. Apologies if I don't read a lot of the chat. It moves so quickly. I will put that request in to Giants about if you can hold the last reg. We could try the class. We could try the big class, couldn't we? Should we try this for a bit of fun? The fat wheels on it. Everybody shouting for the X9. Do they still have the 790 JD's base game? They do, Neffy. Yes, they do. X9 for the header. In fact, that's a good call, Thomas. Although there is there's a big header for this actually. In fact, do you know what? The folding of the header for this is very cool. Go green. Oh, you're giving me too many choices. We all have to agree, right? Do you know what? We'll go with the X9 because we can do it in a US config. So there we go. We won't bother putting a... It's a lot cheaper than the one that is in FS19, isn't it? And we're going to go with the big header. So I could have used, look, there's a nice big 13.8 meter header, but we've got the HD50, which is a 15 meter header, which is great. So we'll grab that too. And do we have a header trailer? I don't really want to put it on header trailer. How I miss store deliveries. How I miss store deliveries. Header trailers. Guessing up here. That's a 45. There is no header trailer for that big John Deere header. Should we just get that one? We will have a look at some other stuff in a little while, but let's get that. We'll get this going. That looks good enough to me. Right. Let us get things set up here. go. We'll hook this onto the header trailer, and we will head off in the other direction. There you go. There's those lovely sounds talked about in my vid the other day, about the other hour, about stuff that kind of really caught my eye in my first playthrough. Just the subtlety of the sounds. It's just kind of lots of background and ambient noise, but it makes a big difference to the game. I don't think I'm going to be able to tow this behind the combine, am I? Go. Have I tried manual shifting? I have indeed. It's very good. It needs a little bit more tweaking. I need a little bit more settling up on the pedals. Have I got no hitch at the back of this? Or is that not long enough? Let's see what happens here. Oh, it does work. It does work. You can see now with my HUD a little bit smaller. It looks just a little bit better, I think, anyway. Right, let's run this down to the field. Try the Fendt 200 with the trailer. Oh, there it goes. Oh, it's fixed itself. That's pleasing. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take that off. Hire a worker to move it to the field. No def. It doesn't look that way at the moment, no. So let's hire a worker. For those of you who didn't see this before, this is actually very good. So I want to take my X9 here. There it is. And I'm going to set a destination for it. And to do that, 32 is our field that we're going to, isn't it? He may not be able to get to that. Let's pop him here. And the arrow, the way you point the arrow, is the direction the combine will be facing when it's ready. And there we go. And there he goes. That is not me doing that. Look, Mum, no hands. He'll wibble around a bit. He'll work out the route that he wants to go. He's going to crash into the header now. No, he's not. He's going to drive around it. Almost. This is not a good advert. So one of the things we noticed this afternoon is you can't have stuff sitting on roads or paths. So things like a header there, you would have to move that somewhere else. But he will hopefully work his way to the field. You can turn traffic off, Aussie. Yes, indeed, you can. So he's going to sneak through this little narrow path over the field. So technically we didn't need the header trailer, did we? We could have just run it on that. But yes, it is. They're smarter than FS19, guys, but they're not so smart that they're going to do their thing. Who was asking for a Fendt 200? I don't even know what a Fendt 200 is. That, the tiny narrow one. I won't be using that just now. I think we'll save that for when we're doing grape harvest on the Haut Beyleron. But what we will do is we could take a little small tractor though. Let's take a little. Is there any small cases? No, let's not take a case because it's not a new tractor, that is it? Nice little Valtra though. That's nice. Look at that with the metallics. That's nice. Right, jet black Valtra. Very nice. A little bit of a run around tractor for doing chores with. So he's arrived and parked himself up. We just need to get the header now. Which is now here. Let's jump into that. Enter vehicle. Pick up the header. They do have a 40 series P. McClanahan. What trucks are available in base game? Do you mean trucks as in large articulated trucks, or do you mean 4x4s? We'll have a look at both in a minute. Right, let's first and foremost get this to the field. T-Man, how's it going? I knew you'd like a stealth black tractor. It definitely isn't auto drive or course play. I think somebody said before, those guys are still in a job, but it's a step in the right direction. I think the most important thing is that console guys, you have got a means of automation that you never had before, right? So that's a real positive. Right, let me just turn off my auto engine start thing because that's annoying. The new nav, I think I talked about in my video, is really good. It's really clean. So as you can see here, seasons growth, you can turn it on and off, you can change your days per month. This fixed visual month is nice, so if you like August, you can always leave it as August, which is nice. Snow, crop destruction I'm going to take off. Dirt. The dirt mapping looked really, really good for. So this is interesting. Trailer fill limit is interesting. You can overfill trailers if you want now, which is quite good. Nick VN, something noticed with the base maps, quite a lot of the bigger equipment seems more of a bother than useful. I agree with that. I think they're kind of designed for medium equipment, mostly. What was I going to do? Auto stop start. Am I in the right one? Can't find it, but there you go. There's gear shift mode. You can switch it between automatic and manual. I need to do a little bit of setting up of my stick, but it's quite good. And I can't for the life of me think where my auto start stop has gone. Auto engine start, there we go. Just save that. Everything feels smoother, by the way. Everything feels a lot smoother. You know, the menus used to be maybe a little bit clunky on FS19. So there we go. William Allen, the game is out on Monday at 9 AM in Germany. So whatever that converts to as a time for wherever you are using your time zone. The cool game is Elm Creek like an FS Mod Hub map. It is the base game map. It is the map that comes with the game. There are 3 of them. There is this. There's Haut Beyleron, which is the French map. And then there is Erlengrat, which was the DLC from the Alpine expansion last time. But they have updated that, and it does look very nice. Let's have a look in the cab of this. Really nice. The engine sounds and stuff are really clean, and everything seems balanced as well. I always look at that. See the seat shake there? There's just like really subtle changes which make things feel a lot more realistic. Let's just leave him here for now. I'm pretty sure I thought this was corn, but it's oats. There you go. That's my field as well, isn't it? Did I buy both of them? I did. And what have we got in there? Something growing. Something growing and brown. Oh, did I just buy a field of potatoes? See the potatoes or sorghum? It might be sorghum, actually. Please be sorghum. Yeah, the paths going through the water. Even just the stones on the paths and the grass. Everything feels a little bit more alive, a little bit more three-dimensional. So there we go. They are potatoes, right? They're getting ploughed under. I am not with him. The no fill. Yeah, we'll do. You know what we'll do? We'll do the no fill limit on the. We will do the no fill limit on the auger wagon and see what happens. But let's get these oats out of the way, shall we? We've got weeds all through these fields as well. Let's get this header hooked up and let's get on our way with this. I'm actually going to drive it to start with. Again, one of the things I've noticed, the workers for field work, I really don't think are any different to 19. They do all the same silly things, won't do a headland, turn on the crop, all of those things. So that's a bit of a frustration, if I'm being honest. I thought they might have tweaked that back. The force feedback max is very mild. Very mild, but I've got it on about 50% at the moment, and it's very subtle, but it's good. It's good. It's just got a nice edge to it. It rattles a bit when you're off-road, when you hit a pothole on a main road and things like that. So it's good, but there's some gorgeous stuff in here, such as, and I'm gonna leave it on. I think the discharge from the back of the combines looks incredibly realistic. Look at that. I mean, how much more three-dimensional is that? And the amount of dust is higher as well. Just feels a lot more finished. So we will gun this now. Ed Barrett, am I still having trouble shifting a terrific? I didn't set that in the gear stick when I was setting up before, so I do need to check that up. Mechanical fluff. Thank you for the super chat, mate. Plough potatoes under. Exactly. I'm with you, mate. The AI handles are driving to place. I actually think that's not so bad. Obviously, you saw it batter into our header trailer there before, but in general, I think it's not bad. Hey, Trailer Park Farms is in the house. How you doing, buddy? Nice to see you. There we go. Let's just do one headland. See if we can get the whole way around. I doubt we will. We're already on 16%. How does it look in cab? That is a big header, isn't it? Right, I'm leaving crop behind. Hate doing that. I'm going to have to go back and get it. You know what I'm like. How do I think the Logitech gear stick and the force feedback will be on consoles? I don't know, Shiggy. It's a good question. Hopefully, it'll be exactly the same as it is on PC. There we go. Nobody's interested in that. It's not the new harvesters, excuse me. I think it's the fact that it's potatoes. Farmer Bob, I have tested FS19 mods. They do not work, and I haven't looked into yet what I would need to change in the XML to make them work. In fact, Trailer Park Farms is in here. He may know better than I do. Driving in a straight line is overrated. The land texture looks bad after harvest. It does look a bit quilted, I agree with that. One of the things I am looking forward to from the modders is some custom textures. Definitely looking forward to that. Bjorn Olafsson, welcome, farm worker. That's great to have you here. The sound is one of the nicest things. Do the pickups have gooseneck hitches? I don't know, Mark. We'll have a look at that. Need to change the mod description version number to 61. Is that all we need to do? Trailer. If that's all we need to do, I could be getting quite excited about that. I'm sure there's more to it than that. If not, I'm going to spend my entire night changing mods over. Nope, what's happened here? Why is it not picking anything up? So this happened before as well. I noticed this afternoon. Left a chunk of the field and then it just decides to start again. It's almost like there's It's got the wrong crop. Remember the issue we used to have in 19 if you planted 2 crops by accident? There we go, it's doing it again. Strange. When that's happened before, sometimes you attack it from a different angle. It can be the header. This is a bug. It's not picking that up. Just randomly selecting when it combines some stuff. See, it's not taking it. Yeah, the wheels aren't turning in the middle there. It's too high off the ground. That's the land, isn't it? See that? So it's touching there and there, but it's not going. So there we go. Want to maybe highlight giants as well. VinFast Simulator, hello, how are you doing? Yeah, we'll run down the field actually. Pick it up on the up and down rows. That's a good call. It's just the field lips up just at the end there. See that? And it's stopping. If I went into the field a little bit more, we might pick up. But we've done this, yeah. Mark Lewis, thank you very much. Neffy, we will have a look at it as well, yes. Put that to work somewhere else. Well, that is just ridiculous. Let's try it. If we go down straight from this bank. I mean, who's going to drive their combine up a bank like this? If this picks it up, we know it's yeah. That's exactly what it is. It's getting caught on the bank. It should corn, so yeah, something's maybe just a little bit off with this at the moment. I think we'll need to. There we go. Yeah, this is not a flexible header. Neffy, you're welcome. Oh, it's terrible at the top here, isn't it? Mike Toff, why would you start the game by cheating? What's the point of playing? The point of this is to show people as much as we can because we've got early access. This isn't a game that I'm going to be saving and playing for forevermore. This is literally to let people see equipment, test stuff that you need money for. We're not taking this seriously in any way, shape or form. This is very much a showcase for how things work. Yeah, we could have a narrower header. That is an option, Zenibot. Yeah. Right. Let's run down this side, and then we will put the worker on this. We've got 54% of a tank in here, so we will let that run. Have I seen the different ground textures when you work the ground? We will look at that as soon as we've got enough into this. We will get some tillage equipment in here as well and have a look at some of those textures. Barek, there's a face I've not seen for a few weeks. Set the rotating part lower. That's maybe a good call. Some of the headers allow you to do that. This one does as well. There we go. Let's give it a bash. That might help. I might bump my my HUD up just a little bit, ever so slightly on the small side. Although maybe that I'll just get used to it. Yes, I don't think we're going to do actually a series on 22 just yet. I think there'll be a lot of how-to do bits of things. We'll look at production chains. We'll look at some of the tutorials and things like that. I'm just going to kind of wait a little while and see what happens with mods, how quickly we see mods. Finley Farms, how are you doing? Nice to see you. I bet you can't. I bet you can't. Right. We'll just close off this edge and then we will run it. Good night, Ed. I'm just waiting for FS-Bot to kick in. Nightbot to kick in and get rid of FS Boy, who is spamming the chat. IG Harrison, how am I playing FS22? I am fortunate enough to have been given a copy by Giants ahead of time, so we can demo it for you guys, which is fantastic. So we've been doing that. Politest spammer there's been. I know, at least he's doing it nicely, isn't he? What are the changes? There are many, many changes, King. I think the biggest things I'm taking away are the performance, which we know they did a lot of work in the background on, so it runs absolutely super slick at 60 frames a second the whole time. It does not flinch away from that, which is great. I know I'm not full, but I'm going to use this because I don't want to get stuck halfway up a row and have to cut out of it. And what we are going to do here is jump into this, but we're going to change that setting to overflow on the trailer. Let's see if we can get the right one now. Trailer fill limit. Trailers can only be filled until the max allowed weight is reached. So we want to leave that off, don't we? There we go. There we go. Hey, Kadirk's back. How you doing, buddy? Nice to see you. Right, let's run this into space. I'm in Kadirk's favourite tractor. Kadirk, have you managed to work out any console commands yet? I'm seriously missing some of my favourites. Better now you actually got to play the game. You got over your install woes, did you, mate? Does it have a good planter and a plough? It will do, indeed. Corrupted Dreams. Oh, there were copies on the shelf at Walmart. I wouldn't sell them to you. That's a shame. 8RX is lovely. I'm disappointed though, Kadirk, tell me what you think. I know it's your favourite tractor. That we have just got one set of tracks for it. There's limited options on the wheels, which is a shame. Which console? I want to fly, Kadirk, and I want to change my field of view. From well, we can see our headers flexing there. See that? It's just not bending in the middle, is it? Right, let's shut this in. And we should now be able to get this lined up and running. And I should be able to hit the H button and leave him to it. There we go. I will plough potatoes. You are right. Do the tracks follow the curvature of the ground? They do, and there's actually some nice touches here. See how they're bowing out when you've got these little runner wheels here? There is some nice touches to these. And in general this model is very, very nice. It would just have been nice to have, the wide gate wheels and the narrow tracks aren't the only option. It would have been nice to see a few more of them, but you know what? They will come. I absolutely know that the likes of Sid will be not too far away. The fill planes are a lot better, I agree with that as well. Factory weights would be nice as well. You do get more options with the EU version as well, yes you do. Shut that down. So, let's leave that. Does it have Mod Hub? It does indeed. It does indeed. I think mods are going to be huge in FS22. Does tab not work after opening console? Let's have a look, shall we? It does not. Just bounces between my stuff. If I tested the field angles, there are more. You mean when you turn the multi-terrain angle? There definitely is more than there used to be. Still not as many as 32. Deadly Compassion, did you respond to what I said about undo in World Builder? Sorry, Google crashed. No, they haven't put an undo in. They have talked about it though, and they've said just it's an incredibly difficult thing to do. I still think they would like to do it if they can find a way of doing it, but they have said it's quite a challenge to do. They got rid of the Quadra. I think somebody suggested this afternoon, I thought it was maybe a good call, was that there might be a Case Tractor Pack DLC or something that comes in the next little while. So is FS22 a leap better? I would say, now, bear in mind we are spoilt to death now. With the amount of mods that we have in FS19, but when this gets modded up, I think the platform that we're starting with is streets ahead of 19. Absolutely streets ahead of 19. Right, GS player flight mode. Let's try that, shall we? GS player flight mode. Let's make sure I've got my capitals in the right place. Oh, let's go. You're a legend, Kadirk. We can fly around the map now, he says, as it won't take off. It did trigger though. It did trigger, which is good. Is the steering wheel feedback? There is, Kevin. Yes, it's not... I like it corrupted. On a scale of banana to fire-breathing dragon, how much better than 19 is this? Like I said, without the mods, it's very difficult to judge, but the base game is streets ahead. I need to write these down before they disappear off screen, don't I? Because I'm gonna lose them. GS camera F O set. This is quality content, me writing stuff down. You might get a message on Discord later. Okay, we'll try that as well. Let's try that. GS command not found. Let's try it caps. GS and a tab, right, here we go. Let's try that. GS. Ah, happy days. Right. All is good in the world. All is good in the world. Thank you, more knowledgeable people than me. Does FS22 have the big buds? It does not yet, but like I said, genuinely I think, Giants have said this as well, the whole focus on FS22 has not been about the amount of vehicles. They have got 400 plus vehicles in the game, but they know that the modding community is going to come good with vehicles. I think they've spent a lot of the time and the effort over the last couple of years really building on the base game, and I think we're seeing the benefits of that now. We really are. This feels really smooth. It's going to be interesting actually. Kadirk, from your perspective, you've been running it today as well. What's your view? I'd like to hear what you think. Doggo's still not interested. Well, Doggo is nowhere to be seen. Can we tie down vehicles? Let's have a look, shall we? You hope it runs smoother than FS19. It runs very smoothly. so far. Number one takeaway is performance is improved. Graphics and colours in general just look so much better. Yeah, I agree with that. Load times are fast. Yep, agree with that. Can I show you the manual clipping with clutch? I can't show you the camera for the clutch, but basically you can turn it on and turn it off. You can have it with clutch, you can have it without clutch, so you can use a shifter without the clutch if you want to. Low boys. Who's wanting to see low boys? What have we got here? We've got a Flegel. Not much in the way of low boys. Have we got anything else in terms of... These will have straps on them though. We don't have anything in terms of any goosenecks though. Yet, do we? Nothing there. There might be something in animals. See, we've got the horse box. That's got a gooseneck on it. But limited options so far. Somebody else was asking about trucks as well, weren't they? So trucks in game will do cars. I think we've got the old Lizard pickup and the new Lizard pickup. Nothing particularly exciting there. And in terms of trucks, the Man and the 3 Max. I can't see past this Mac. It's absolutely beautiful. Really one of the nicest models, I think. The Massey 8S. Yes, we ran the Massey 8S actually this afternoon in the first live stream. Did a bit of ploughing with it. There it is. I don't know about anybody else. I don't love it. I don't think it's that pretty a tractor, if I'm being brutally honest. The model is good. The model is good, but I just don't think it's a pretty tractor. Could I try the Mac Pinnacle? I've tweaked my colours actually this afternoon, so I might have to tweak them back because I agree it's a little bit washed out now. I am not going to jump through all of the tractors here, guys, just because I want to leave you something to play with next week. Are you playing with the day one patch? No, I haven't patched it at all yet. There was actually a little bit of an issue with the patch this afternoon, which probably still got a little bit of PTSD after that today, but it was crashing the game. So there we go. There we go. There are ways to take out loans as you would in the old game, as in 19. If you go to your finance panel here, you can borrow up to I think $500,000 in $5,000 increments. Can you disable straw chopping so we see the different textures to when you're cultivating, and also differences with the disc cultivator and normal? I'm going to actually do some cultivating in a little minute actually. So we'll have a look at that. Can I show off the Kingston horse tray? I think I already looked at it actually. Auto feeder cow barn. There is no cow barns on this map, so we would need to install those, but we maybe will do that. Can we get a better look at the cost items in the financial screen? We can indeed, sir. Steer me where you want me to go. There's a lot more stuff in here. So new vehicles, sold vehicles, livestock, sold buildings, vehicle running costs, production costs, all of your sale points, misc, loan, interest, things like that. No animal pens yet. Prices per 1,000 litres. So let's have a look. Wheat, barley. Still see seed costs, etc. that never function properly in FS19. Yeah, hopefully they've fixed that. Hopefully they've fixed that. Seed costs here, fuel costs. Already taken $26 of fuel off me. Can you change the colour of the Mac Superline? No, you can't. You can only change the rim colour to grey, white, or black, or chrome, of course, which is what it was there. You've got different designs though. Okay, so you've got flashes in there. Oh, look at that! American Eagle. That's quite nice. So we'll buy that. And we will buy this. Now, I noticed something on this before, and I did notice on somebody else's stream, they were talking about it as well. The lack of traction. The lack of traction on the... that's a triple hopper, that's no use to us. Let's take the old Wilson. The truck was struggling to pull things away. That Mack truck looks tasty. Are they all the same on all the maps? Yes, you can get all of the mods on all of the maps, Chris. So if you want to drive a Mack around France, you can do that. Right, let's jump in. Can I work around fenced farmyard? Good question. I do not know. And why can't I get into my Mack? That's interesting. Can't get into the truck there. I'm in it now. Right, let's have a look. Yes, it was Raptor. That's who I saw as well. A lot of wheel spin on this truck. It's almost like the grip level is slightly off layer. See that? I think the grip level is slightly off on this. I think they've got a little bit of work to do. Now I do know that there is an element of different ground textures affecting trucks differently. They've talked about that already. So what I'm going to do, I am not going to take my truck through there, because you wouldn't do that in real life, so we will park our truck here, and we will bring the auger wagon over to load him up when he's ready. I'm trying to catch up on the chat here. The fence construction is all. We're going to build something in a little minute, actually. That potato field's going to get turned into a little farm of sorts. So interestingly, our combine is not full yet, is it? Where's he gone? Oh, he is. He's sitting waiting for us. Let's get him loaded up again. For some reason, I can't get into my cab now. Why is that? Something's glitched out. Black Star, trust me, the sound is monumentally better than 19. I'm in flying mode, is that right? Oh, okay. Let me turn off flight mode. GS. Oops. There we go. GS HUD visibility. Okay, HUD visibility. That's good. Right, I've got to find him now. Tab through them all. Farm set. HUD is now visible. Let's turn off flight mode now. E farm set G. Sorry guys, bear with me a second. Play flight mode and I've missed it. Damn it. False. There we go. That's us sorted there. I can get back in my tractor now. Thank you guys. Did you notice the birds now have sound as they take off? Yes, stuff like that I think is great. I haven't seen a deer yet. I have to keep an eye out for one of those. There we go. Get that unloaded. It is a big, it's a big auger wagon, this. Very good. Plough a circle, yes. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to get rid of some of those potatoes. Farmer Taz, you see 2 deers right now. Had a deer run out into the field while you were combining earlier. It was awesome. That does sound good, doesn't it? How is log and pallet handling? Pallet handling is a good call, actually, isn't it? Let's have a look at that. I should actually turn the swath on this, shouldn't I? So we can do a bit of baling and test the bale physics as well. Let's do that. And get to the end of here. We'll turn off the... that is the US version of the 8R. Oh, that's the 8RX. I will show you the 8RT in a minute. Matthew, I don't know. We've not had any rain yet. I'll need to report back on that one. Let's just turn that off. Reverse back up slightly. Now if I turned on the swath properly, so hear the birds squawking there. There we go. We have got a straw swath now. Good. Is precision farming included? No, precision farming is coming in the new year. They are redeveloping it with giants at the moment. Can you test if AI can pick up the bales? No, it can't. Can't bale. AI can't bale. Heard that there are some collision problems with square bales. We'll have a look at that. Can we see what some of the sell points look like with the large bins? JS mapping? We can indeed. The nice big one is down here. Let's visit this. So, unload point. Big bins here. Building. Do you know what I'm actually going to do? If I hit F2, look, there you go, 60 frames per second. Rock solid the whole time. Move quickly. Literally wedged on 60 frames a second. How good is that? Not even flinch, not even dipping below. I'm going to unlock this and do a little bit of a test and actually just see what frame rate we actually are getting. But look, even through here with all this like chain link fences, all of this stuff, it has not nudged away from 60 seconds. Donald Watley, is precision farming the sampling cost? I think that was sapling cost, as in the cost of buying saplings. Yes, sapling cost, not sampling cost. Yeah, there was a little bit of can AI follow you and unload the combine? No, it can't. It can't, unfortunately. It is not that good yet. I'm running a 1080. Sorry, I'm not. I'm running a 1080. I'm running a 2080 RTX. So these grain bins are huge. There is no precision farming, guys. No, that is coming later in the year. All this information is on the Giant's site, so if you're unsure of something, go check it out there as well. The loan is still in increments of 5k. Yes, that's right, Scooter. The helpers are better. F3. Nothing happening on F3. Wonder what he's doing up there. He's doing something. I was going to get a plough, wasn't I? Mark Smith, hello from Singapore. How are you, mate? Nice to see you. We'll not do a plough. We will do a cultivator. Some nice big cultivators up here, isn't there? Big Vaderstad. Should we take that? What tractor shall we pull with that, guys? Do I have the ZTOR 25K installed? Pat and I am assuming if it's a base game tractor, I don't need to install it. It will just be here somewhere. If I just bought a versatile, did I just buy a versatile? Oh, what was happening with our? See, he's just stopped. So, like I said, bit of work to do with the old helpers still. They aren't 100% just yet. They have a bit of a mind of their own when they want to stop work. They'll down tools at a moment's notice. There we go. Right. Let's show the multi-terrain angle, shall we? This is a lovely model. I agree, Scooter, that's something I picked up this afternoon, just how much better from a user experience perspective the menus are and stuff. There we go. Holy viewers, Batman! Thank you everybody who is watching, by the way. If you could hit the like button if you're enjoying the stream, I would much appreciate it. It definitely helps the channel. So thank you for that. Right. Let's get in the field. The tracks are very nice as well. Let's get this unfolded. Oh, there we go. We're sitting between sort of 85 and 90%, 90 FPS. Down to 70 odd there. There we go. So there we go. I think you can see, guys, we've got some pretty tasty frame rates there. Resolution is 1080p and DLSS is on, yes. There we go. So if I whip this round now, we want to do a bit of a circle here and check the multi-terrain angles out, although this may not be the best tool to do it, because it doesn't show the angles as well as maybe something like a plough would, so we'll maybe go and get a plough as well. This model is great. Let's drop down to 60 in cab there. A lot going on with those wheels, which is interesting. But like it's consistent now, right? Curious how it's going to run on an RTX 36. Well, I'm on a 2080 RTX, so it'll be interesting. So let's just go and have a look at this. There's no terrain angle on that. I think it was because of the wheels. I think it was because of the dual wheels rippling there. So let's go and buy a. Can I put a hitch on this? Oh, it's already got a hitch on it. I do like the fend as well. Let's go for the US version, of course. Let's go for the biggest engine, of course. Let's go for the 3 meter tracks, of course. Let's buy that, and let's buy a big plough, and we'll properly check. Terrain angle now. Oops. Just getting my head round ever so slightly different. That's a bit small, isn't it? Go big or go home, right? Go big or go home. Right, let's have a look at this. Oh, he's decided he wants to work again now. That's a bit annoying, the please start the engine thing first. I haven't touched it yet, and it's telling me to start the engine. Could be a little bit less temperamental as well, couldn't it? Done a nice job with this mod. Go. There we go. Any good used equipment yet? So the used equipment is interesting. Let me just show you that here. But look at this light. Just want to point out, and again, you guys will obviously have a slightly compressed stream because it's going through YouTube. The quality, the sharpness of that wheel there, and those tracks, and the hydraulics in the back of that tractor are off the charts. Like literally pin sharp compared to 19. There's a noticeable increase in the quality. Plough for your potatoes. There we go. Well, this pulls nicely. This is a poignant and significant moment. There we go. Right, drop it down. Let's have a look what multi-terrain angle does here. I'm going to spin around and show you the texture animation as well. Look at the way it's lifting that dirt up. Is really nice, and there's a much more three-dimensional look to the finished item as well in the field. Just looks a whole heap better, that animation on ploughing. Really nice. Scott, I'm running at 1080p, not 4K. I know I've got it on the wrong way around as well. Oh! I am going all kinds of crazy here. How do I flip it? What rotate plough is B. There we go. Let's have a look at our MTA though. So I think there's more than 8, or more than whatever there was last time, but still not as many as you would find on a mod map. So I think it's running about 1, 2, 3, 4. Probably about 8 angles in there now. Double. Probably your right slide. Double what was there in 19. Let's run it again now. We've got the plough the right way around. I thought I'd taken it to the US spec. You're right. There are rocks on the field. Yes. There you go. There's some have just appeared. They're quite small, they're more like pebbles than rocks. They did say they were going to change the size of them depending on the map and the field. Need the GPS. Yeah, this is what happens when I don't have GPS. Right. So I'm going to set a worker to do this properly. Jamie Howard, no, you won't be able to activate it till Monday. They will ask for your key and it won't work just yet. There he goes. But that new plough animation is really, I think, is really, really nice. Well, he's decided to stop ploughing already. Something going wrong here? Ah, good old AI. Can't beat him, can you? There we go. Just want to show you the texture again. I know what I'm going to do. Turn it off. Drive to some fresh field. But yeah, look, that is really nice, isn't it? They've done a good job. And there's your rocks. And there's your more... feels a lot more three-dimensional. Very good. Richard, I have been given an early access key by Giants. That's why it's working for me. Your keys will be turned on Monday. Textures are definitely a big improvement. They look great, I think. Oh look, we've got a full combine again. Let's go and get this. Looks like the normal field work. You're not far wrong there, Graham. Everything's a little bit cowboy here today. I am just showing stuff. I am just showing stuff. So here, look, we're slipping again now. We were talking about this before. It's almost like the ground slip textures are just too much for some of this stuff. Can you plant over the rocks and does it harm yield? It does. And it also damages your equipment. So the recommendation would be to pick them up. The new fill plane is nice on the combine as well, feels a lot more realistic. I was the same, Scooter. I think they've got the server that they're releasing it on is definitely load balanced. Jez mapping, you can turn the rocks off in settings, yes, so you don't have to worry about it the whole time. Planting textures, that's a good call, Dakota. We will have a look at that in a minute. We'll get a planter and we will get a seeder out and have a look at them. Thank you, Cleef. Take care, my friend. The X9 doesn't have the small beacons. Yeah, the X9 is nice, but again, there's not a lot of customization on it. So what we'll do, we'll maybe run a couple of rows of this and then we'll get a planter and a seeder and we'll have a look at what they look like. But look, even here, watch. Bit of wheel spin on this, which I wouldn't expect. I think there's a slight issue with the levels of grip. They might need to bump that slightly. Take care, Farmer Bob. Thanks for dropping by, my friend. Much appreciated. This is a nice texture. This cultivated texture, actually. Quite like this. The fence starting to get his business right. The only thing one of the frustrations, I guess, is driving over crop. Not so much of an issue when you're ploughing, I know. But I noticed it with the combine as well, which is why I did a headland. Does it have multi-terrain angle? More than it used to, Swift, but still not 32. Tyre tracks the wrong way round. Yes, I think on the next-gen consoles, Captain Killer Cass, there will you will notice noticeable performance different. Yes. I'm on purpose not saying hi because he keeps spamming. If he just said hello, I would have got around to saying hello to him. Yeah, ground slip it's been picked up by a few people now. I think we'll maybe feed that back as well as just something we've observed. George Alviso. So far, George, I am impressed. I think it's probably the best way to sum it up. I think what we've got now, I said it before, is a real, really solid base to build on. A really robust base to build on. I think now the modders can have if you excuse the pun, a field day coming up with new mods and equipment because we've got a really smooth base game that runs really, really nicely. So yes. Bluebird, the Mac Anthem has got very limited customization. The overview map one last time for JS mapping, absolutely. So there we go. There's all your different cell points, lots and lots of different cell points. Debris crusher, I think that's where you put your rocks. The Great Processing Unit is what it is. That's the train to Goldcrest Valley. Look at that. That's quite a novel little idea. I hadn't noticed that before. That's quite cool. You can rent a train to shift stuff. That's the silos there. Cereal factory. The dairy. Another train stop. What else is the shops just here? And we've got another grain mill right up here. That's a nice drive. That we took that this morning on the earlier stream, and it was very nice. And here we go, animal dealer here. Obviously an unload point though. Have I tried out any of the new field mechanics? You will have some slip when with a big cultivator and in real life. Can I go on the train and drive it? We'll maybe have a look at that in a little while. Can we see some of the other farms? There aren't that many farms actually on here. When can you pre-download this on Steam? Probably Monday, Toaster. That's when it will be available. Tara, this is the Versatile. Hag Alien, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Can I show all the maps? I will be showing the French map tomorrow. We're going to do another live stream tomorrow. I'll be showing the French map. And then we'll probably have a quick look at Erlengrat as well. Any gold nuggets? We have done nothing to go and look for this stuff yet. I know on the French map. Am I going with Neo GPS or Courseplay? I'm managing. Let's call it that. Let's say that, shall we? Oh, I see the actual tracks in the ground are backwards compared to the wheels. That's interesting, isn't it? Good spot. Good spot. Too much straw on the ground for my liking. Cultivated texture also a bit too much straw left. Yeah, I kind of think it's maybe a little bit yellow. I do think that's something that can be sorted by modders very quickly with some custom textures, which would be cool. I am not paying attention to where I'm going. Doug Scott, am I going to make Sim Dashboard for FS22? That is the plan, Doug, yes. We will need Sim Dashboard to upgrade it. Can you plough and then cultivate on the chopped straw? I'm sure you can. we go. Right, we'll run down one more time and we'll pop a planter in here and see what the planter texture is like. There we go. Yeah, I've got plans for Sim Dashboard on FS22. Gonna bring out a few more new screens that we're already working on. Oh, the tracks are right, yeah. They are going to be opposite when they're under the ground, aren't they? You're right. Devised. Did I see your message? I did not devise. No, sorry, I missed it. What kind of mowers? Let's go and we'll go and have a look at the shop again in a minute. There we go. That's all that tidied up. There's enough there to do a little bit of a planting demo. We'll fold this up at the bottom. Yeah, disc arrow doesn't bring up the rocks, which is good. Can we plant sorghum? We can. We can. Right, there we go. Let's park this up over here. Just going to buy loads of expensive equipment and run it, just for fun. So listen, when I talk about new noises, hear the little creaks? Nice. Just this, all the subtle noises and stuff. Yeah, DVD, because English people don't know how to say it. Is the contract missions the same, or are there new features to upgrade them? Contracts look very, very similar to what we've had before. So, for example, lots of fertilizing ones. There's a harvesting one. I think you can only accept one at a time still. Lots of spraying contracts there. So we'll definitely have a look at those. What steering wheels will be compatible with FS20? Pretty much everything that was compatible with 19 is going to be available for 22. Let's get a planter. Can we see a planter? There we go. We'll not get a massive one, although there's a DB60 there. Nice little model. What happens if you combine a rock? It damages your combine. Your damage goes down faster. Should we try the Kinsey? That looks nice, doesn't it? Let's try the Kinsey. Can I show all the factories? We're going to try and look at factories in a minute. What I want to do is get that grain ready, and then we will take that grain to one of the sell points that converts it to something else. Okay, let's get... See, they've given us the T9 with the horrible tracks and no option to change them. I can't use that. I can't use it. It's too bad. It's too bad. Little Rostel mash though. Should we give that a bash? That looks quite nice. Again, no, I can't use that. It's not powerful enough. Let's try the 9R. A fair bit of customization on this maybe. US twins with weights. Yeah, kinda underwhelmed with the wheel options. I'd like to see a few more of those if I'm being brutally honest. I like the new tyres though. Contis, Mitas. Does that mean we've got floaters? No. Oh no, we did. Ooh, that's quite nice, isn't it? I have to put my dual LSWs on. Right, there we go. Let's try that. No trips, I know. What's the world coming to? That sounds a bit iffy, that blooping. Yeah, it could get a bit annoying, that, couldn't it? Well, let's just jump in here. That's a nice sound, actually. That engine sounds nice, isn't it? Now, somebody said before we wanted to try pallets, so we need to buy some got big bags, which is nice. They'll unload from the bottom. That could be a nice change. Pallets. Okay, there we go. Seeds. Let's buy a couple of those. Oh, look. See that as well? You can buy more than one now. That's nice. It's a nice touch. No worries, Esab. Thanks for dropping by, mate. Right, let us come back out here. Let's get a little forklift or a telehandler. What do we think? Let's try a little forklift. Let's see how much better or how exactly the same this is. Did it go to the correct cost category in the financial screen? Let's have a look at that, shall we? Let's have a look at that. Seed costs $2,700. There you go, JS mapping. All this good in the world. How's the no-fill trailer going on the auger wagon? We will check that in a little minute. I think the combine's probably ready to be unloaded again. Not gonna lie, that felt quite good. I know I don't really need to do it for this. Just hit the R button and fill these up. But that felt pretty slick. I'm not gonna lie to you, that felt pretty good. I want to fill this up. Why can't I fill that up? Do I need to unfold this? There we go, unfolding it and seeing if that helps. Open the covers, of course. Beacons, the beacons work. That's headlights, there we go. Open covers. Still not in the right place. There we go, filling up now. What are we going to plant? Some corn? I know we can fill with from the ground without the forklift. We were testing how the pallets were doing. And they felt that, alright, I've only just picked one up. But it felt pretty good. It felt pretty good. Can I plant sorghum? I don't think I can with a planter, can I? I need to do that with a drill. Joyride with the forklift truck to check out the physics. Alright, let's go for a hairy run round the oh. See that little clang when it hit the floor? That was quite good, wasn't it? Feels a bit safe. It's sliding side to side, but oh! feels more robust. Still moving about a little bit, but it feels a little bit more robust, I think, than 19 did. There we go. Right. Can you have multiple contracts or just one at once? As far as I can tell, Scottish Guy, you can only have one at a time still. Right, let's fold this back up, get it into the field, and we'll give it a run. Can you use straps on the forks? No, I don't think you can. 3 contracts at once. There you go, Drew. Drew knows more than I do. That's good. Can I please use the AI drivers? I will be using the AI drivers very soon, John. I'm just trying to fill up an auger wagon. In the meantime, we will stick this in the ground and plant it. There we go. Feels really smooth just the whole time. It's great. Roll backwards slightly. I do know what's happening up there with the plough. Doesn't look great, does it? The fruit cannot be planted in August, so what we'll need to do now, I think, is turn off the seasons. So there you go. We've got to play by the rules if we want seasons on, haven't we? So let's turn seasons off. Seasons growth. No. Save game. Oh, turn it on, couldn't I? Why is that not powering up? We do still have a sync barrack when the new multiplayer arrives. Fenir's Leash, thank you very much, sir, for the super chat. That is very kind of you. Select seed, corn, sunflower, soybean, sugar beet, cotton, corn. Right, let's plant a bit of corn here. Why is that not registering? AI does not run over your plough lane, that's right. Thank you, Arctic. That makes sense. Turn off the seeder, lift the seeder, fold the seeder. The seeder is not making any noise though, is it? That is not planting. It's interesting. Let's try it over here. Is it because it's not a direct... Yeah, so it's working here, so it obviously needs to be on ploughed ground. Nice texture though, interesting texture. Not seen that before. There we go. Not driving very straight. That's interesting then. The seed count was going down, but it's not showing. That might be a little bug. But I need to give them a heads up about that. And there's our planted corn. That's interesting. Interesting, interesting. There we go. Right, let's go and get... Oh, you have to fill the fertilizer as well. Possibly. Possibly, yes. Fertilized. Corn growing? So it is okay. It is. It did work. You can just barely see the difference in the land. You can... Ever so slightly darker. You can barely see the difference. That's interesting. Wonder why that doesn't show as a planted texture, or does it? Is it because it wasn't ploughed that it's a slightly different texture? Interesting. Interesting. Hey, Forward Ag, how are you doing? How are you doing? That's kind of hard to recognise that, isn't it? We've made a mess of this, haven't we? Look at this stuff everywhere. Well, that's something I want to do that we started doing before, but we ran out of time. Was going to test the different bale sizes. Sorry, Glovebox. Nightbot is being a little bit overzealous tonight. Let's pop the auger wagon here. I didn't realise this had finished. Oh, I thought I was going to clatter into it then. What about mud? Haven't tried mud actually. Maybe there's a different... I think there might be a different texture. I wonder if it would show up a little bit more if we had put fertiliser in as well. I wonder if it would show up a little bit more. Change a different tint. What do you do with bales? Do you sell them or turn them into something? You can bale them and sell them. You can collect them as straw, loose straw. You can take them as bales and cut them. So lots of different options there. Right, let's move this guy out of the way. He's managed to do this entire field. We will go and bale. I'll show you, because you can actually set your bale size as well. Now you've got 3 different bale sizes, and they physically show up as different sizes as well. So there we go. And can I show seeders and the augers bins? Yes, we will try and have a look at that. You want to see the straw swath texture? There we go. Feels very similar to 19. This, not seeing much difference here, particularly. A little bit transparent at the bottom, which is quite nice, as opposed to looking like a really solid thing. Right. Yeah, the fill plane is a lot nicer. I've noticed that as well. Even this, looking at in the Demco here, the fill plane is looking a lot more natural, a lot less uniform. Don't break your pipe. Your pipe. Good Scottish term, that. Right, let's get this. Oh, see that little ding as it locked into place? Those little subtle noise changes are really nice. Right, let's do this. We're going to take this and we're going to turn it into flour, I think. Can you get stuck on a large mound of straw? Don't know, but there's only one way to find out, isn't there? What we'll do, we'll get that new Massey, because it is the showcase tractor of the series this year, isn't it? I don't think it needs twins, rear twins. Let's just buy it, and let's buy a baler. We had one this afternoon, which was quite good, so we'll buy that one again, because you could do all 3 bale sizes with it. Square bales, bio baler, I don't know what that is. This is the one we used this afternoon, because you can do all 3 with it. So let's give that a little blast as well, shall we? And we'll just run a couple of bales. This auger wagon's bigger than the semi. There we go, right. What we will do now... Look at that texture, that's nice, isn't it? Please start the engine first. Stop doing that, you're very annoying. Eric, my wife did indeed. Mrs. FSG is a bit of a legend today. So, Superliner, we are going to send it up to this point here. In fact, we'll go up here first and visit it, because we'll need to buy this. So this grain mill up here, we will need to buy this. I do believe it is R to buy it. And then we will go and unload up there. So what we will do, we'll use a little bit of AI magic to do this. I might just check what I might do here. A lot of wheel spin there, a lot of wheel spin. Let's give him a fighting chance of getting there. We will go into here, we go into the AI menu here. What is the name of this place? Let's just find out what it's called. Not the spinnery. This one. Grain mill. That was pretty self-explanatory, wasn't it? So the Superliner, we are going to go to create job. We're going to deliver to grain mill. Grain mill. There, grain mill. And we're not going to loop. Oh, we will loop actually. And the loading position will be where we were just now. Set the arrow to there. Okay. Let's see what he does. There we go. He is driving. Which way is he going to go? This is the interesting. I don't know which way he'll go. He'll probably come along here and up. Let's find out, shall we? Let's see where he's going. Doesn't let me jump in it once it's on a track. That's interesting. That's because we're already in it. So this is running now on the AI helper mode. John Marek, may I please test out the manual transmission? So we tested manual transmission before. Very simple. I've got a Logitech gear shifter here. Basically, what you need to do is either map your shift up and down in the key settings and the key bindings, and then it will work how you operate. You can also set keystrokes to do that as well if you want to do it like that. But basically, it's all manually set-upable by you. Now, I believe as well that auto drive or the AI helpers, the more they use the courses, the clever they will get and the smarter they will get. Can I show soybean textures? We will show those in a little while, Levi, if we can. Can you do it on controller? You will be able to do it on controller, John, I'm sure. Spanky Akuris to see nighttime. Okay, we can maybe have a look at that. Is that... Oh! There are some crazy traffic guys going on here. Did we try the overflow trailer? We did, Matthew. It didn't really do anything because we didn't have enough. We didn't have enough stuff in it, which was odd. Right, there we go. He's turning up here. He's not lost. He knows exactly where he's going. It was one way the other way. He didn't want to go along there. What's he doing now? So this is the problem I had before on the stream. Too slippy. Have to help him out. He didn't know, he didn't, Drew. He can't get to there by going on the motorway. He's going to go up that path, which is the wrong one as well. Should have gone that way. But yes, this is. I think they're going to tweak this. I wouldn't be surprised if they tweak this in the next few days. Because it's just too slippy. The inside of the cab on this Mac is gorgeous as well. Really nicely done. Oh, we've hit traffic. Literally hit traffic. Oh my god, I'm wedged. This is not going to end well, is it? How do we solve this problem, FSG? Well, basically, we go in here and we turn traffic off. There we go. Is there different weights for different crops? I think there is, Eric, yes. I think it might be this truck more than all of them Arctic, but I think it's been picked up on a few things as well, including including tractors. But lovely roads and undulation and change of gradient. It's really nice. Isn't it nice up here with all these houses? Now I'm lost. Oh, there's a deer, look. See it? Disappear into the bushes. Nice. First one I've seen. Right, let me check the map because I am lost now. Crikey, I'm miles away from it, aren't I? Right, straight on. And then hang a right. Did they change the map? They feel big, these maps, don't they? Take care, Drew. All the best. Thanks for dropping by. Oh, I'm off down the hill again. I made an absolute dog's dinner of this. You do not want to drive a big Arctic down here. Now I'm stuck in the trees. There's a sham of a mockery of a sham of a farce. Can't turn trees off. There we go. Just needed to literally in somebody's front yard here with a massive Arctic. Are there any new animals? There are not new animals, but the new animal models are absolutely brilliant. They're well worth looking at. So this is feels like a. We should have just left this guy to it, shouldn't we? There we go. 3 deers there. That was pretty cool. Look at him going across the road. Don't get run over. Hope the mod creators make a Kinsey grain cart for console players. A Kinsey grain cart. Now, did I see a Kinsey auger wagon? Or was I just dreaming that? I was just dreaming that one. How do the vehicles feel to drive? Better. Better than 19 iron. They've definitely got a little bit more about them. Come on, dear. Get off the road. I like those. They're a nice touch. They're a nice touch. Well, there's a little farm in there. Look at that. That's quite nice. Have a look at that. I haven't really toured the map a lot yet. This is nice. Look at that. Is that a sell point or a farm? This is a tiny little farm. A little small holding. I like that. This creepy old dude. That's some tash. Look at his moustache. Look at that. That's fantastic. There you go. Little silo there. That could be quite a nice little start farm. Now we just need the roadkill and wild game mod. I like that. I like that. What do I think to the new sounds, John? I think they're a vast improvement. A vast improvement on 19. Right, let's have a look. I'm not even going to bother going to that sell point now. What I might do is put him on... Let's send him on his way again using AI. Let's send him down to this grain point down here, which is called... Let's get it right. Feeding grain south. It's a little bit annoying that if you're doing your... create job, deliver, feeding grain south, that you can't click on the names. I would like to click on a name and go, so you use your, pick your unload station, click the one on the map that you want to go to, instead of scrolling through this. I wouldn't be surprised if that comes at some point. And let's not loop it. Let's deliver, let's start the job. Let him get on with it. Driving to unload station. It's not moved yet, but I'm sure it'll be going in a minute. He's not gone yet, because look, he's stuck again. Yeah. I think I will be, I think I'll be reporting this one as a little error. I don't think I'll be the first person to either. Patrick Carr, hello! Welcome from Tassie, mate. How you doing? Ghost Shard Gaming, I have been given a preview key by Giants. I'm a Giants partner, so they've kindly shared it with a few of us ahead of launch on Monday. Yeah, it looks like that, doesn't it, Arctic? It does look like that. Right, let's try it again. Create job, deliver, feed and grain south, no looping. Yes, all of that is right. Please get on with the job. There he is, struggling to get away there, but he's moving. We're just going to leave him to it and see what happens. Yeah, DJ and Clutch has the same issue. He's slipping because he's in the wrong gear. I'm driving automatic though, so I don't control the gears. It is weight. It's slippage. There's not enough. I think not enough friction between the road and the Quaid. It's awesome. It's really good. It's a huge improvement on 19 for the base game. It's a huge improvement on 19. Yes, we don't have loads and loads of mods, but I think for sure it's going to keep getting better. The AI, I think, needs a bit of work, but there's moments when it's brilliant. It now appears to be going route 1. Is he going to try and squeeze down there? They're not much smarter than they were in 19. We've given them the extra challenge. Yeah. I give up on this one, right? This is content. Yeah, he's dead to me. I'm going to leave him there. What's happening up here? Oh no, I don't want a destination. This is actually quite a nice little thing. Is if you do this, if you set destination, I just want him to go to here. So you click on him like this. You click set destination. If I do that and I want him to point back down the hill, he just goes. I think I could see it being used for that almost more than anything else. So he'll find his way up to the top there, which is quite good. Right, that baler. Oh, he's still ploughing. He's done a nice job of the ploughing, other than the bits that I'd already done. Right, let's get this baler out. Let's do these 3 bale sizes. Yes, snow clearing contacts are in game, Dan. You are right. Drive it into the slurry pit. Right, let's join this up to the baler and we'll run this. I want to show 3 different bale sizes and we'll gather them up actually and put them next to each other and have a test. How are the pallets and bales working out? Not bad at all, Dash. Not bad. They're pretty good. Certainly a little bit more. Certainly the pallets we shifted feel a lot more stable than the 19 stuff. So now if you look in here, change bale size, we've got 3 options. 125, 150 and 180. We'll do a 125 to start with. And drop this down. There we go. Skeleton's hammer. Still got 2 drunk workers. Yeah, I think they're permanently drunk on the grape juice. So look, there we go. Nearly got a full bale already. 94, 95, 96. Come on. There's a little bale. Put that down. How are the frames with your setup? Let me show you. There we go. 75 frames a second. Let's bump this up to the next bale size. Sitting between 60 and 70 consistently. When I had it capped before, it did not move from 60. It was anchored at 60. I'm not picking up half of this pickup. Got to be pretty accurate. Oh, 100% there. Let's just reverse a little bit. There's our next size bale up. I'm going to collect these and we'll put them right next to each other and see what that looks like. Yes, Dash, RTX 2080. Steve Martinez, use mother bins. I don't think we've got the amount of crop required for mother bins. Do the bales still roll a lot? There's a good test. We'll try that as well. It's a good call. My first ever FarmSim vid, I was on Purbeck Valley. And all my bales rolled down the hill. In fact, some of them I never found. So this is the 180 centimetre bale. Do the bales roll? I think we know the answer to this one. Yes, they do. Off he goes. Do I have DLSS enabled? I do, Eric. Yes. There we go. Mother bins, you've never heard of them as a term used? Tim, mother bins are, in essence, these gargantuan things. Very Australian thing, I think. But basically these hold, what, 250,000 litres, probably more than that. And you can have these on the field, so you have small auger wagons coming from the combines to here, loading these up, and then you'll have trucks taking these. Are helpers better at harvesting? Maybe. Not sure I can say more than that. Let's get a telehandler. Let's get an electric telehandler. Let's do that, and let's get a telehandler spike, bale spike. Telehandler tools, bale fork. That'll do, the old Magsy. And we're going to put these bales next to each other. Right, I'm in AI mode. They're too close to each other. There's our electric telehandler. Doing a bit for the environment. Yo, Shard, what do you want to see, mate? We've covered a lot of textures already tonight. But we've got the gravel here, as you can see, with the light casting on it. Feels a lot more... Oh, brilliant. We bought a telehandler that goes 9 miles an hour. An American kangaroo. Nighttime lighting, yeah, we'll bump it over to night actually later. It's a good call. And it's 5 PM. Do you know what? Let's speed it up now while we're playing. Watch the shadows get a bit longer and the sun go down. If you've enjoyed the stream and you would like to support the channel, please do consider hitting the like button. It does help get us looked after by the YouTube algorithm. Yeah, I've not had much in the way of rain. Do you know what? Let's stop that there. That's quite a nice evening light, isn't it? Where's that last bale? Oh look, Versatile's put his lights on. Oh, there's the bale. I was like, where's it gone? It's all the way over here. Have I used manual transmission? Totes, I did this afternoon. Yes, we tried it this afternoon. You basically have to set it up in your key bindings, and it works from there. Quaid, got to ask, anything planned for Sim Dash? Yes, we have got some stuff planned for Sim Dash. We just need to make sure that Sim Dash guys, the developers, are able to get it upgraded for 22. So we will chat to them over the next week or so and see what their plans are or what they need to do. It'll all depend on how quickly they can get it ready and updated. There's quite a difference in those sizes of bales, isn't there? That's the medium. I think they will add more mod download space. Derek, it's if you're talking about console, it's increased by 300%, I think. Your slot count has increased by. There we go. Sim dashboard on console? No, I don't think so. I'm not sure that'll ever be a thing, unfortunately. Try to lift a liquid fertilizer pallet. You're sure it'll tip over. Oh, I forgot Flint Hills in the hashtag. Oops. 1313 Farms, thank you very much. Much appreciated. Always nice to have the Canadian boys in. John Marek, go and check out my Sim Dashboard videos. It's a very, very cool app mod. Both. App and mod. So look at them, there they are. You know when they released this on Twitter, it wasn't as noticeable as that. Look at that. See, nice textures as well. Look at the little bits of straw, a little bit ununiform. Can't pick them up. Nope, can't pick them up. But that's pretty cool, isn't it? That is pretty cool. So I think so. We talked about it today. I wonder if there's a. I wonder if there is going to be a case vehicle pack for FS22, which is why there isn't stuff. So, for those asking if the game is out, no. This is pre-release access from Giants for some of the YouTubers and content creators who have got Giants partner status. So There we go. I do think they've done a lot of work around the mass and the ability with mass to make things feel a lot more natural. Definitely done that. Hey, look, where's our truck gone? Did he ever make it? Where did we send? I can't remember where we sent him to. Well, he's no longer up here. Oh no, we got him stuck in there. We just left him, didn't we? The graphics, there's a huge improvement on the graphics, Jesse. They are a lot smoother and a lot slicker. I did give up on him. It's getting late. It's late for me. It's nearly 2 AM. So we have just hit our, well, we've just come over our 2 hours actually. So there we go. Hope you enjoyed that. A little bit of fun. Can we demonstrate fence building? Yes, that was one thing we were going to show, wasn't it? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to skip forward to the next day. If we can, and then we'll do a little bit of building. So we can see the night, the lights are good. The moon casts a bit more light as well, so you were not getting the, remember the pitch black that we used to get? It does go quite dark still. I'm going to go and jump in the versatile. Yeah, it's pretty dark actually, isn't it? Inside the cab, not ideal at night. So there we go. I'll jump back in a little minute. I don't think I've got flashes on here. Turn all my lights on though. They're nicely floodlit. Look at that. Are there any New Holland villas? RL, there are some, yes. You've got a nice nice selection of tractors, mediums. You've got the T7, and then in large you've got the T9 with the horrendous tracks, and they've not put the good tracks in, which is a little bit sad. Bit disappointed at that as well, but they've got the T8 in here as well, and the T9 with the wheels, so there's the T8, there it is. So yes, you've got a few options there. There's the second-hand tractors, they're here. There you go. You get a selection of deals off. There's the Fendt Katana. That's going to be a nice little one. So you don't know what you're going to get. It's a random selection of when stuff appears. But nice little additional touch. If any of you ever use Madify's Classifieds mod from FS19, I think it does the same thing. Can you show the special LED strobe beacons on the new Deutz? Still got terrible high beams, yeah, they do a bit. Oh, look, it's raining. Listen, there you go. Hear that inside cab noise? Have they said when the sale resets? They haven't, Todd. I don't know when it resets. How do you get that much money so quickly? Samuel, when the stream is finished, go and watch the first 5 minutes. I show you how to do it there. There's a nice little money cheat that you can do. Using multiplayer and single player. You can shift gears in the tractor in this game. You can indeed, Spencer. Yeah, it'll be good with the eye tracker bounty. It will be nice. It will be nice. Or GS cheat money using console. Yes. I didn't know that at the time. So I don't know about the mod thing. I hadn't heard anything about that. And it stopped straight away anyway. That didn't take long, did it? And look at the weeds are grown quickly as well. The wiper sound is nice as well. Can you take the 3-point off, the front 3-point off, and have weights like a standard US tractor? Franklin? Yes, you can. Yep, you can switch between those. That's good. Hello, Josh McTaggart. Oh, Josh Maggart, sorry. McTaggart? I've got Scottish on the brain. Nice to have you here, mate. Thank you very much. Yeah, it was a fun stream this morning. Can't believe we had 1,400 people watching us. It's absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. But yeah, no, it's great. And thank you again to the almost 600 of you watching tonight as well. That is much appreciated. Amazing. There are a lot of missing cedars. I'm not sure what you mean, Stein. Does the cab have sound, plastic hitting and stuff? They do, yeah, there's a lot of ambient, there's a lot more ambient sounds now than there was in FS19. The lights look good there, don't they? Hello Nick, how are you? It's been a while since I've seen you. Nice to see you back. Am I in Australia? No, I am not. I am in Bonnie, Scotland. I'll let the sun come up. Yeah, the lights are nice, aren't they? And once we get some daylight, we'll just do a very quick little bit of building. What are my plans for your first playthrough? Look at that! Oh, that's nice, isn't it? I don't have any plans yet, if I'm being honest. I'm just going to take it a bit by bit. I think there's a lot of discovery stuff still to do, I think. That sky is really nice, isn't it? That's one of the things I'm really pleased to see. I kind of thought after 17, I was kind of hoping they would improve the sunsets and the sunrises. That is nice. That is nice. There we go. Okay, let me slow that down a little bit. We are going to quickly, because I said I would do it at the start of the stream, we're going to very quickly do some construction. So, how you get to it now, this is your shop, vehicles, objects. The packs are nice. So this is an interesting one we can explore a little bit. You can they'll give you all the things that you need. Excuse me. All the things that you need to do specific jobs. So there you go. Forage to feed your animals, to create TMR, which is pretty cool. And there's everything in here, grain. So full combine set, and all the things that you need to go all the way through combining grapes and olives. I think I'll be referring to that when we have a look at those as well. So there we go. Can I show contracts? Contracts have been shown already, but we can show them again if you want. There we go. Very, very similar to what you had for FS19. I believe now you can accept as many. Oh, there you go. 3. You can max out at 3, which is better than 1, right? Okay, so back to construction. So the nice thing is it shows you your position. So there was me standing in the field. So now you can't adjust the camera, which is interesting. You used to be able to do that up and down. So you very much can zoom in and out, but limit yourself to where things go. We can do landscaping here. We can do painting. Lots of new textures here. Should be able to increase the size of that somehow. Can't see how to do that just yet, but we'll do a bit of digging into that. So there's some lovely textures. That was one I really liked before, that forest ground one. Go. Buildings, lots of different buildings here. Nice sized buildings. There we go. Let's get an animal shed. I want you to show these because the cows are The cows are great. There we go. There's a little cow shed. Decorations, what we've got in decorations. Ah, the fences. This is worth looking at. So you basically spline them out like that. 1, 2, 3. They're not animal pens though. So you wouldn't be able to turn them into extra animal pens. Let's just come out of there now. I'll show you. Again, landscaping, I just threw this in the ground so you would need to smooth things off a little bit. As you would have done in FS19. So it's smooth up here. Have a quick look inside though. Look at that again. Lovely, lovely models. Fantastic models. There are lights up there. Can anybody see a light switch? This looks promising. Oh, that's a door. There must be a light switch somewhere. There's a door as well. Or maybe the lights are automatic and they just come on at night when it's dark enough. That's very possibly the case. But what a model that is! Look at the light shaft through that and things like that. That's really nicely done. Middle mouse changes view, I believe. Okay, Gary, let's have a look at that. That's a good little tip. It does indeed. Press and hold middle mouse. You can pan around. Thank you, Gary. For R, okay, in here, press R for the lights. Turn on shed lights. Look at that, just in the middle of nowhere. There we go. That is a beautiful model, isn't it? I do like that. Josh, I'm going to be looking at the French map tomorrow. We've spent all of today on this one. So yes, we're gonna have a look at something else tomorrow. Right, I'm gonna buy some cows just because I think the models that they've created for the new animals are tremendous. So let's get some Angus. Oh, let's get some ones with some proper horns, shall we? Let's buy 8 Angus and 8 Holstons. It's a recipe for disaster, isn't it? But here's the fence that we've put up as well. That splining type approach to putting up fences is really nice. That really helps things. And look, these have got the lay feed machines already set up in here. We will have to have a look at them at some point. Oh no, that's the milking pile bit. But there are feeding machines in here somewhere. Let's just see what we can find in here. There's a cow. Hello. The detail in the cows is great. They sit down, they stand up, the animation's really natural. Really nice. And there we go. Unfortunately, Josh, at the moment we don't have the control over the weather. We've got that little bit of rain, and look at him sitting down. How good was that? Brilliant animation. Cow barn with feeding robots. Well, I can't really work out where the feeding robots are. There's your... Interesting. Even I'm discovering this for the first time. But they're nice, these, aren't they? I'm impressed. If you feed them, they run. Animals are the same as we had last time. As we had on FS19, we don't have any new animals. Snow. Could we get snow going, do we think? Not sure how we would turn that on. Let's have a go, shall we? Seasonal growth. Yes. Fixed visual month, January. Snow off, on. See what happens there. I'm going to kill a cow. The cows are all dead. Froze to death. They've got grass to eat, they're fine. So we've got orange trees now, but no snow. We might have to do that. We did see some deer before, Adam. Yes. We did. How many cows does the barn hold? Good question indeed, Thomas, because this is one of the bigger barns. I think this is the biggest barn we've got. So let's get a few more in. I'm gonna say probably quite a few. Let's get some limousins as well. Oh, Max is out at 24. Oh, let's buy any more. How have we got 80? There we go. 80. We're maxed out. And it's showing us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I wonder if there's 20. They're still having to do that thing where they cap it. First files I see him getting up there. That was nice. That was nice indeed. On a manual transmission, do the gears work realistically? They do indeed. Yes, it was good. Can I see the dog? Let's see if we can bring up the dog, shall we? Maybe in decorations. In a doghouse somewhere. Nope. Animals. Others. The dog. He's just the same as he was in 19. Let's feed him. Give him a stroke. Send him home. Throw his ball. There we go. He's happy. Did I go to paused? Right, let's have a look at that. Seasonal growth. Paused. Yes. Days month 1. Snow on. When do you get snow? January, February. Could be the temperature. I know it says September in the top still, but we're definitely in January. There we are. There we are. I think they will keep making mods, John, for 19, but very much less, and I think they will ultimately die out. Oh, the dog is back, look! Doggo Cam. She always sleeps half in, half out of her bed. Don't ask me why. Anyway, I am going to call it there because I am knackered. It's 2 AM. We have got ourselves a little bit of a tour. If you missed the first live stream, definitely go check that out. It's worth looking at. We covered a lot of other stuff in that as well. We'll be back tomorrow with another live stream. Hopefully, I haven't spoken to him yet, and I'm not sure if he's still here. Kadirk and I are going to have a look at how multiplayer works. And, yeah, we'll just have a bit of fun. We'll have a bit more fun. We'll try and get a video out looking at some specifics as well. So if there's anything you want to see, just let me know, and I will try and do a vid for it. But I hope that helped in terms of, one, doing a stream in a more friendly time for the US. But equally, it gives you a little bit of a flavour for what you guys get to play with as of Monday. So, for now, from me, the FarmSim guy, thank you very, very much. It's been a brilliant day. And I thank you all, so many of you, for dropping by and checking out the channel and watching the stream. Feel free to leave me a like if you enjoyed it, and if you haven't hit the sub button yet and you want to see more stuff, by all means do that as well. But for now, from me, thank you very, very much for watching, and I will see you all again very soon. Bye for now. Take care. Bye-bye.